it's Stacye, and how are you on this Thursday evening, is it? Wow. Anyway, I hope that you had a great day, and thank you for all the wonderful comments. Some of them were long, not too long. They were perfect, and they were really good. It's interesting to see the different opinions and how differently we all see things. I'm always fascinated with that. Anyway, moving on. And I also got some emails. I never talk about who sends me the emails, but sometimes I get a lot of emails off the comments that are also very interesting. So I'm glad you're liking the topics. Anyway, so tonight I want to talk about who is in your relationship. So we've all been in relationships, or we're in them now, and we have counsel, the village. The folks that decide they need to give an opinion. Now, a lot of times we seek their opinions. We go to them, oh, so-and-so's doing this, I don't know what to do. But the reality is that that's not their relationship. It's your relationship. And if there's a problem with you and the person that you're with, you need to talk about it. Because there's no roadmap to relationships. There's no guideline. There's just nothing for you to go by. Each relationship is a new and different experience, each and every one. And when you're in, especially a romantic and intimate relationship, that is between two people. And what those two people do is their business. No one can tell you how long you should date or when you should get married or have children. No one can tell you how to be. No one can tell you how to be in the relationship. I'm always fascinated because I've had friends do it to me, and I'm sure I've done it at some point where you say, well, I wouldn't let him do that to me. I mean, he wouldn't talk to me like that. He wouldn't do... Okay, that all sounds lovely if you were in the relationship with that person. But if you're not, you can't judge that. We all have to deal with our relationships as we deal with them. If you're dealing with someone that's doing whatever, I mean, for example, each person has a different job. So I'll speak to the women kind of directly. If you're with a man who works at night, you obviously have to adjust your schedule. But there are things in that man's job that are going to be different than your girlfriend's man's job. So the two of you are not even having the same experience. So how can she criticize what your man's doing when you're not with the same man? And we all have a different breaking point. We all have a different thing that is a deal breaker for us. Everybody does. So some men don't care if their woman cooks. When I was growing up, my friend's uncle, no matter how much a woman wanted to cook for him, didn't allow women to cook in his house because he didn't want his house to smell. So, I mean, for some men, they want a woman that can cook. And then there's the man that wants to go out and eat every night. So the thing is that none of our relationships are the same. Even when we're dating from one person to the next or married to the one person to the next, none of us know what we're going to be getting. None of us know who's showing up. And so each time we walk in, we have to learn a new person. We have to be with that person. So calling your mother, your father, your cousins, your sister, your best friend and saying, so-and-so is not doing X, Y, Z, what should I do? Well, they're always going to project their own reality onto you. If they've had a bad experience, that's what they're going to tell you about, their bad experience. So just because something has happened, it doesn't mean that there's a negative outcome. That just may be how your person is dealing with a situation. So if you're in a relationship, you're in your relationship. And that's the only person that should be in it, you and the person that you're with. And if you have a problem, then you need to sit down with your person, and the two of you need to work it out. And not go seek counsel in the village, because the village is never going to give you good advice. They're just going to tell you a bunch of stuff. And usually the village advice creates problems, and I can personally attest to that. So I think that it's always important that we remember that we are showing up in a relationship ourselves, and we are having a romantic, intimate relationship with a person, and we want them to treat us the same way. And whatever goes on in that relationship is between the two people that are having the relationship and not the village. So I ask you, who is in your relationship? Ponder that. My song of the day, I actually know what it is. Ain't Nobody's Business If I Do by Billie Holiday. Anyway, have a lovely and amazing Friday. I will see you soon. This is Stacye. Love and blessings.